Hey there, science fans! Have you ever wondered how planes stay up in the air? It's all thanks to something called Bernoulli's principle. This awesome principle helps us understand how things move in fluids, like air and water. And guess what? Air is a fluid, even though we can't always see it. Cool, right? Air pressure is the force that air puts on things. Imagine a giant hand pushing down on you from above. That's air pressure. Now, imagine a bunch of tiny air particles bouncing around like popcorn. When those particles bump into something, they create pressure. The faster they move, the more pressure they make. But here's the thing about air pressure, it can change. And that change in pressure is what makes Bernoulli's principle so amazing. Bernoulli's principle says that when a fluid speeds up, its pressure goes down. It's like a trade-off. Faster speed, lower pressure. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you have a garden hose with your thumb over the end. When the water flows slowly, it just dribbles out. But when you squeeze the hose, the water speeds up and shoots out in a powerful jet. That's because squeezing the hose makes the water flow faster, which lowers the pressure inside the hose. The higher pressure outside then pushes the water out with more force. The same thing happens with air. When air moves faster, its pressure decreases. This simple idea is the secret behind how planes fly and how curveballs curve. Now let's talk about those amazing flying machines, airplanes. You see, airplane wings are cleverly designed with a special curved shape on the top. This curve is the key to flight. As the plane moves forward, the air splits and flows over and under the wings. Because of the curved shape on top, the air traveling over the wing has to travel a longer distance in the same amount of time as the air flowing underneath. This means the air on top is moving faster. Remember Bernoulli's principle? Faster air means lower pressure. So, the air pressure above the wing is lower than the pressure below the wing. This pressure difference creates an upward force called lift, which is what makes the plane go up in the air. Section 4. Meet Daniel Bernoulli, the pressure pro. Bernoulli's principle is named after a super smart Swiss mathematician and physicist named Daniel Bernoulli. He lived back in the 1700s and was fascinated by how fluids move. Daniel Bernoulli was a real science superstar. He studied all sorts of things like medicine, math, and physics. But he's most famous for his work on fluid dynamics, which is the study of how liquids and gases move. In 1738, Bernoulli published a groundbreaking book called This Book Was Like a Treasure Chest of Knowledge About Fluids. It was in this book that he first described his famous principle. Thanks to Daniel Bernoulli, we now understand the science behind flight, weather patterns, and even how blood flows through our bodies. Section 5. Bernoulli's principle in action, from soccer balls to perfume bottles. Bernoulli's principle isn't just for planes and garden hoses though, it's all around us, working its magic in all sorts of cool ways. Ever seen a soccer player curve a ball? They use Bernoulli's principle without even realizing it. By kicking the ball with a spin, they make the air on one side move faster than the air on the other side. This creates a pressure difference, causing the ball to curve through the air. And what about those perfume bottles with the little pumps? They use Bernoulli's principle too. When you push down on the pump, it forces air through a narrow tube, creating a low-pressure area. This low pressure sucks the perfume up the tube and out the nozzle. Section 6, soaring through science, wrapping it up. So there you have it, science fans. Bernoulli's principle is all about how the speed of a fluid affects its pressure. Faster fluid, lower pressure. It's this amazing principle that helps planes take to the skies, soccer balls curve through the air, and perfume bottles spray a fine mist. Science is everywhere, even in the most ordinary things. Keep your eyes open and you'll be amazed by all the incredible ways science shapes our world.